and sexy episode of Banter. Today we're talking about Bards. Who are they? Why are they? And why can't anyone stay away from them? Ben, what are your thoughts?
Bards are the best class. Second to barbarians. But, whatever. Barbarians are clearly the best, but,
That's a weird way to pronounce paladin, but okay.
Must be the Alabama rule.
Alabama.
Good colleges, dude.
Yeah. So, quick breakdown on Bards for anyone who is new to D&D. They're basically just a bunch of smooth-talking musicians, and they just go around and try and sleep with everything. They use charisma as their spellcasting modifier, and beyond that, I know very little about them. Support class, if that helps. Although, could you imagine a bard tank?
I forgot what it's called. It's like a battle something bard, and it gives you like proficiency in like heavy armor and all sorts of shit. So you're basically a bard tank.
I don't even know.
Fun.
I've just been going through these fucking subclasses of bards, and they are fucking great. Even the stupid ones are.
Well, what is your favorite official subclass of bard, Ben?
I don't know. Let me look at them real quick. I think when we have my other campaign is a elegance or some shit. How to spell that?
I don't know that my bard in the other campaign actually took a college at level 3. I think I just clicked on whatever.
Yeah, probably.
We'll say it's the College of Elon.
There's a College of Necromancy for Bard?
Yeah, there's so many good ones. I think my personal favorite is, it sounds fucking stupid because it is stupid, but the College of Business Management.
Of what?
Of Business Management.
Is that a homebrew?
It has to be.
It turns you into, I'll Discord it too, the most caring bard ever.
Alright, let's read up on this College of Business Management. Yes, I want to go to that. I wouldn't click on the link if I didn't want to go there. Alright. So, music isn't the only way to inspire. Being born leaders, the bard from this college pursues careers in guiding and grooming groups of people into legends. Some of these bards do attend schools to learn basic leadership skills, but others go straight into guilds and organizations. What draws people into this college may be the thirst for gold or power, but some, pure of heart, truly want to watch people succeed and be a proponent of that success. Tools of leadership. When you join the College of Business Management at 3rd level, you gain proficiency in oration and with the use of a naval whistle. Both your speaking voice and your whistle can be used as your arcane focus. The naval whistle is great for getting. I say, like, when I hear naval whistle, I'm imagining like a dude just blowing a whistle with his belly button. I don't know if that's working for anyone else. But I'm not against that. I don't know how it would work, but let's make it happen. If you plan to take this college, you may take oration proficiency at level 1 instead of proficiency in musical instruments. Synergy. At 3rd level, you also learn what your teammates need your encouragement most, and a quick sense to give it to them before they hit their deadlines. You see an ally within 60 feet, and they are making an ability check or an attack roll on a difficult task, or if they are forced to make a saving throw, you may, before the DM's decision, use your reaction and one of your uses of bardic inspiration to give them an inspiration die. It is your ally's choice if they use the inspiration die on that particular roll. They may choose to save it and have 10 minutes to use it. So basically that gives you the ability to inspire during a reaction as opposed to a bonus action.
Pretty much. I think my favorite thing about this class is someone definitely took way more time than I would be willing to do for anything.
Oh yeah, they have like different management methods. You can distant expectations, micromanaging, multitasking, negotiating, risk management, team building exercises, threaten employment. Okay, hold on. You also receive this feature at 6th level. When you use your bardic inspiration to award an inspiration die, you can use your action to threaten to replace your teammate if they fail today. If they use that inspiration die within 5 minutes, they may use double the dice. If they do not use the inspiration die within 5 minutes, they still have the remainder of the 10 minutes that normal inspiration dies allow. If they fail that day, it is up to you whether or not you are a bard of empty threats. Use this feature, you must wait until a long rest before you use it again. I fucking love that. You just go into your paladin and be like, listen, you need to get your shit together, or I am going to replace you. I can find any fucking meat shield and put him in a bunch of plate. You need to solve this problem. And then the paladin fails, and you're just like, listen, man, I didn't mean what I said back there. You're a player character, man. I don't have the option to erase you.
I just like the idea of kicking someone's well-designed character out of the campaign for no reason at all.
Like they've been perfectly cultivating this character for like weeks, and they finally get to play it, and then on day 1 they get fired. That's one of my favorite things. Like in D&D is when like you get the guy that spends all this time and energy on their background and on their character's information and everything like that, and then they do something stupid and like the first 5 minutes of a session, and then they're just deleted, and then the rest of the session they get to sit there and watch as everybody else is like, I didn't know this man, I don't care about him. To keep it bard centric, like he'd spend all this time cultivating this perfect bard who's just like a king of suave, and then the first thing he does is like seduces an orc or a dragon. It gets just blown open, just done for.
All the bards we've played haven't seduced one single thing.
Challenge
we have not.
accepted.
I'm immediately seducing something next time we play.
Well, my thing is, like, I just need to seduce something realistic, because I am a fucking, what is he, like 7 or 8 feet tall dragon turtle? He can't just seduce, like, I can't go seduce an elf at the bar, because one, how would that even work? I'm 800 pounds, there's no good way to, like, make that work. Also, as a dragon, you know, does he have a weird dragon penis? Or as a turtle, does he just have a cloaca? You don't know. He definitely doesn't know. I don't know, so I don't know how that would work.
Well, maybe the elf has a reptile fetish.
They might. But that doesn't It doesn't stop the fact that, like, either they're on top or I'm on top. If they're on top, I can't get back up after. They've established if I land on my shell, I'm stuck that way until I roll a good enough strength check or somebody picks me up. And the opposite of that is 800 pounds of hard turtle shell crushing this person. Like, that, they don't deserve that. They don't need that.
We gotta find you a nice little turtle to settle down on.
Yeah, we need to find a little turtle girl. Or a dragon. I'd be fine with that either.
I heard
Or God forbid.
there's a turtle statue in a cave somewhere, deep in a maze.
Oh man.
That would be terrible. That would be like the worst thing in the world. God. Just imagine like Sertain and Salmon just like talking to each other, and it's just it would literally just be Sertain being like, for fucking queen and country, we must conquer this land, and he'd be like, aye, but we must also conquer the treasure, and then it'd just be back and forth, because Salmon is dubious at best. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good guy, but he would definitely rob somebody if they had something shiny enough. Like, Sertain is a paragon of fucking perfection. But, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't stick with more Bard for my turtle boy.
Not too late, man.
No, it's not. I could get more Bard, but I think the Paladin is, or the Paladin in him is going to be way more effective than the Bard is, because right now his whole thing is that he just tanks all of our team's damage.
I just wanted us to do something so I can insist me and Aaron RP it out.
He's gonna watch this in a few days and be like, God damn it.
We're going to come back to the next session and Aaron's going to be like, yeah, so Elon died of dysentery. Well, you guys
He died off camera.
I don't know what to tell you.
You all wake up and he's dead.
He stretched a little bit too far doing his morning yoga. Alright, so
I have the College of Necromancy, just because I was curious of how you'd build a necromantic bard. And I think the coolest thing, because like it's really just the higher levels, the more necromancy spells you get, which is, you know, your basics: animate dead, ray of enfeeblement, blight, circle of death when you get to 14. But I like what you get at 3rd level. It says at 3rd level you get harming beat. Beginning at level 3, you learn how to use your voice to harm your foes. As a bonus action, you can expend one or more uses of your bardic inspiration to deal damage to an enemy previously damaged on this turn that can hear you. You deal necromantic damage equal to the total of how much you decided to use the bardic inspiration dice plus your charisma modifier. So essentially, if you hurt something, and then you can be like, you can sing to it and just like make its ears bleed, and then it takes more damage.
I imagine that more like you watch an enemy get hit by one of your teammates, and then you just like run in and hype your teammate up, and it just makes the enemy feel extra bad, so they take extra damage.
Well, it says damage
like,
that was dealt by you to them, and then you can deal more damage to them. Essentially, being like, haha, I hit you.
So you just like punch a dude and be like, yeah, I knew it felt like bitching here. You know?
Oh, that's another one.
My favorite, College of Metallica. Oh, yeah. Because at 14th level, you get percussion on a whole nother level. Another is NOTHER. No need for an A there. You make a tremendous noise with your instrument. In a 30-foot cone in front of you, you shoot out a tremendous noise. All enemies hit must do a Constitution saving throw. And they take 10 d4 force damage, 10 d4 thunder damage, and are stunned for your next turn.
Jesus.
You just fucking hit them with the meanest power chord ever.
You just hit him with the fucking, just the sickest of guitar solos.
But then you become exhausted. You can't. So.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of? Oh, what was that cartoon that... It was like Cartoon Network where they made fun of the Avengers. It was, oh god, it's just showing my age. Oh my god. It was like the same people that did like Dexter's Lab, and they had like their own...
No, it was a part of Dexter's
Yeah,
Lab.
it was. Like they had the Purple Hulk, and then...
Yeah, they were like the Justice Team or
something like that. The guy that the Thor of the group had the guitar, where he would just fucking smash to the guitar.
The big V-neck guitar. The hair over his face. Yeah, I remember that.
I wonder what it's called. I think it was Justice. Was it Justice Team?
Something like that.
It was something like that.
Let's see. Dexter's. Sorry for the clicking. Lab. Justice.
Clickety clacks.
Click, click, clack. Justice Friends.
Justice Friends. Yeah. Oh god, dude, that show was so clutch.
Let me see if I can pull up a picture just to make everybody feel old. Oh, it was Powerpuff Girls too. They were on like all that stuff.
I completely forgot about this, but thank you for fucking walking down memory lane. I love this. Because wasn't the Black Panther like super?
It was a white. It was a White Panther or a white cat character. I'm trying to open a picture so I can actually like. There's one of the whole group.
I just remember the monkey. Dexter genetically modified, and then he's like, that's nothing, just no enhanced abilities, no nothing. But then that super thick chick with the curly Q hairstyle just says something. The monkey's like, all right, I gotta be tough now. He does tests all day, and the monkey's like, no, dude, I'm just a normal guy. And then that chick's like, help us, monkey, and he's like, yeah, I got stuff to do today. I gotta skedaddle. There's the one, God, what was it? He fought like a macho. The monkey fought like a Macho Man Randy Savage-esque alien that just like beat him to a bloody pulp. And like even when he was beat down, like the monkey was still like grabbing at his ankles. And he's like, you're the toughest one of us. Dude, that show was fucking ridiculous. Now I'm trying to remember.
All right, it's up on the screen. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm showing our viewers.
You don't know what I can see.
Yep, this is the guy that played the guitar. There, yeah, I'll share it to you guys. Yeah, I feel old. Go. Put it in the Discord.
You know what would be interesting? Would be like a Warlock Bard combo. Because like, I don't know, they both use the charisma modifier. And like, you can do Warlocks with Paladins, but like, it doesn't jive real well. I feel like Bard and Warlock would work really well together.
Dude, that would be like the best Tenacious D class ever.
Exactly.
Jack Black and Slayer Soul, the devil.
Just a music wizard.
Oh yeah, man.
Just. I feel like no, like Jack Black and Kyle Gass are just straight bards because they beat the devil. That dude, that crippled dude from the movie, was like, come here so I can cut you. That's what you would get by mixing Warlock and Bard.
Dude, I was trying to explain to people in my class how great that movie was. They didn't share my enthusiasm.
Oh,
No, apparently the movie did terribly. I thought it was great.
It's like a 14 on Rotten Tomatoes.
wait, what movie?
Tenacious D.
Oh, I don't think I've ever
Pick
seen
of
it.
Destiny? You've never seen Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny.
I thought we were
I'm
friends.
sorry. Alright, I'll add it to my list. I don't even know where I would find it.
We should do a watch party. We should get all of us will queue it up, and then we will just chill and watch it together. And then me and Ben can sing every song. Great.
Dude, I feel like it's a lot better when you're like unreasonably high, but
Oh no, I'll be stone cold sober, or I'll drink. I'll get super wasted.
I could do that.
I won't drink because I'll fall asleep. So I'll stay sober so that I can make fun of you guys being
I
drunk.
love that.
I tried giving ICP another listen. Didn't do it for me.
Couldn't do it. Well, what were you listening to? Like older ICP or modern
I think it was
ICP?
like, I just went to Spotify and went through like the top 5 songs. Not really my cup of tea.
Their new stuff is not good. I didn't listen to their new stuff. But like a lot of it's really fun. Like To Catch a Predator was one that I liked a lot because it was literally just a whole song about him pretending to be a little girl and then catching the predators, tying them up in his basement, and just beating them occasionally. You know?
Top 5 that I listened to were I Acts, not really my thing.
Yeah, it's not a great one.
Hocus Pocus, Need and
That one's
Game.
not terrible. Need and Game is like one of their most famous ones. That's the one where they're doing the game show. That one's hilarious. I can't believe you didn't like that one.
Man, I mean,
He's just talking.
Juggalo
Those are
Homies.
Homies is pretty good. I like Homies.
Not my cup of tea,
It was
man.
just talking about being with your friends and murdering people with your friends.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. No, I used to love ICP when I was a kid. I haven't listened to them in a long time.
Was our ICP talk on the Lost episode?
Yeah, the lost episode of Banter After Dark.
That got
That
sloppy
one-
quick.
It was not great. It wasn't bad. Like I was trying to remember why we decided to scrap the episode, and I think it was because I drew a bikini on that monster, and I feel like that was where we crossed the line.
I mean,
I
it
think it's when we
was
started talking about
that.
previous felonies.
Yeah, we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We brought up felonies. We were like, oh, maybe not.
we got off topic. Like, yeah, that was just.
Immediately.
It was probably like 5 minutes of monster talk and an hour of starting fires and burning shit down.
And then Among Us, and then yeah, it was
Played
just.
Among Us, and then that just went sideways.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I enjoyed it. I don't
had a
think the
good
listeners would enjoy it.
I don't care about them. Unless they're listening right now, then I love you.
Unless it's the sponsor out there and then he doesn't mean it.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't care about sponsors at all. You gotta nag them to get them in. I don't want a sponsorship. No.
Who wants money?
Not me.
What would be
All right, now we need to.
the best race to put with Bard?
Oh man.
Something with a charisma modifier, but also something that could realistically sleep around. Because like, there are some races out there that like, there's no way that they'd have a super high charisma, just like pure, like obviously a dragon turtle. There's no way a dragon turtle is gonna talk, an elf in Tibet. But like, vice versa, an elf decided it wanted to sleep with a dragon turtle. That would happen. It's realistic. I'd imagine like elves, tabaxis, if you're into that. Dragonborns definitely. They definitely.
Elon is a high elf, just so I could double up on the assholeness. It's pretty fun.
Just to be swarmy all the time. Definitely better than you.
Dude, I was thinking about that first episode, the first session we played in that campaign. I was like, man, I went real hard on the asshole real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we started the campaign by just kicking in a door and playing loud music, dramatic. And that was childish and fantastic.
I just like that I decided to make myself the king of bards or whatever, and Aaron couldn't say anything about it.
Well, I feel like he would have been able to say something about it if my character's backstory didn't also require you to be the king of the bards. Like it was, we were like, oh, let's tie our backstories together, and it's like, yeah, and then we came in and we're like, so this guy's a fucking king, and Eric could be like, well, he's not actually a king, and he'd be like, excuse me, because this guy says he's a king, It's gonna be fun the next session we go into where we're doing fighting ants. I've always liked the concept with bards where like instead of having them roll the damage for vicious mockery, just having them say an insult, and then depending on how good it is, the DM just decides how much damage it did.
Hell yeah, man.
I feel like that would be a lot of fun. You just sit there and like roast any monster.
I think it's fun. But getting put on the spot like that is the worst part ever.
That's not. I do well when I'm put on the spot.
Every time I'm like, you killed this guy. How do you want to do it? I'm like, oh fuck. I hit him real hard, and he dies.
You killed this guy. How do you want to do it? And I cut him in half. That's everyone's thing. Is just the slow. I cut off his head. Nobody does anything fun. Like, if I ever got one of those, like, you killed this guy, how do you want to do it? I'd be like, well, first thing I'm doing is I'm breaking his kneecaps. And then I'm calling his mom, and I'm telling her that I broke her baby boy's kneecaps. And then I'm going to leave her on speakerphone while I finish breaking his elbows, and then I'm going to snap his neck, and then I'm going to invite her over to dinner. Like, that's the kind of stuff I would do if I got the killing. But I never get him. Yeah. Drag his family into this.
A good D&D podcast to listen to where they do a lot of jokes is Dungeons and Daddies, where literally the whole every session, if someone drops a dad joke, everyone else has to roll psychic damage, and they actually take damage from that person's joke.
I started listening to that too.
I would just drop dad jokes all the time. Like every time.
Well, it's great because one of the players is a girl, and so she's pretending to be a dad, Ron Snampler, right. And like her character is just so like awkward. So whenever she drops one, like no one expects it, and so when it's actually good, everyone just dies. 10 out of 10 recommend. I actually need to get caught up because I'm way behind on that.
I think I'm on like episode 3 or 4, so. Oh man.
I need to get caught up in
anytime I watch like anytime I watch like a D&D podcast or something like that, it just makes me want to go play D&D.
Yeah.
But like I know you guys got day jobs and shit, so I can't just play D&D all the time.
Fuck it.
I mean, I got a random 4-day weekend this weekend, so.
For what?
We were supposed to have it a few weeks ago for Veterans Day. We were supposed to have a family day in Mid-Mand on the following Monday, but a hurricane hit, so now we get it this weekend instead. So I don't work for the next 4 days. It's great.
Back.
I guess we just play all the D&D boys.
I don't know about all of you.
I will be working tomorrow and Saturday.
I gotta finish writing your encounter for Sunday.
Oh yeah, shit. I forgot we're playing Sunday. Fuck.
And for our viewers, because this episode will probably be going up tomorrow, we have a new player joining. Our new friend Chelsea is joining the session on Sunday, so I'm
excited to see what happens with her.
I think you guys are gonna like.
To the goat
you're gonna like it. You're gonna be excited.
Good shit,
guys. I know we only have like 5 subscribers, but I feel like we should start selling merch.
If you want to invest your money into that, AJ.
Oh no, it'll be just straight drop shipping. You know what I mean? Just cut the middleman right out of it. So as soon as they give us money, then we give somebody else money, and then that person gets them the shirt.
Oh man, you and me, AJ, we're gonna buy like what do you think, like 2,000 shirts, something like that.
2,000, only extra large, no variety, only purple. And it just says "bah." That's it.
Well, I think
no links, no nothing.
Maroon is our color, isn't it?
And no, that's fine. That maroon's our color. Gotta get the purple. That's already been said.
Oh, okay.
Once you put it out there, it manifests. It's life.
No, like when she writes up or draws up these characters, because our friend Danny, she made our logo, and she's for fun drawing our characters. Well, she's drawing your guys' characters. She's gonna draw an NPC for me. But I'm excited to like see how they turn out, and then maybe if we do get enough following where we do potentially start pushing out merch, we can push those out as well, and have her take some of the profits.
She should just draw you as like a god in the clouds, floating above all of us fighting.
I might think of something creative.
We never fight. That being said, Sir Fibian, he would definitely fight. He'll fight all of you.
I think most of our campaigns have ended in TPKs.
I think 100% of our campaigns have ended in TPKs.
Yeah.
And I think in-party fighting has caused probably 90% of them.
Wait, but that's not true. We had our one shot where you all survived. Barely.
Yeah.
The haunted house one.
Yeah, so we're good.
Y'all made it out. You almost got crushed to death by the falling house, but...
They're all like exploring the haunted mansion, and we're like, we're just gonna play a concert in the kitchen for this flesh golem.
The house is shaking and starting to fall apart. Well, I'm gonna go back and search for my mask. No. Yeah. You are going to die.
They had to like snatch him and jump out of a window. I'm trying to think if there are any like genuine real life examples of bards outside of obviously Jack Black. Because we strayed a little bit from the topic.
Yeah, no. Every band.
I'm sorry.
I feel like most rock stars would fall under like a different category, like bard plus this. You know, it's just not pure charisma. You know what I mean? There's too much skill and technique in there.
Coming from a woman's point of view, if you can sing pretty and look pretty, that's all you need.
Well, I mean, that's easy. Anyone can sing pretty and look pretty, right? That's boring.
Not anyone.
You gotta bring that extra sauce.
If we're going from
extra...
like your generic, like the common conception that bards just try to sleep with everything, sing a pretty song and sleep with everything, like pretty much any actor, singer, musician, comedians even.
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook is hilarious.
Does he have any scandals? Are there any Dane Cook scandals? Is it
he's
bad to
married
like
to,
that guy?
a 19-year-old.
I don't think so.
Is he? I don't think that's a scandal, though. I think that's just bad life choices.
Yeah. I don't think there's any scandals. Just shit I wouldn't do. But
well, it's difficult to say that you like anything because they always come out with some sort of scandal. But like, I feel like Dane Cook is just one of those B-listers in life that just does not matter enough to get a scandal.
Dude, he had a nice little run.
I liked him. I liked his stuff. I thought he was good in most of his movies.
He was good until mainstream media decided that inappropriate comments and stuff was, inappropriate.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like 90% of comedians just like make their living doing inappropriate things. But I think the problem was that like when the media came after like Louis C.K. and like Bill Burr, I think was another one where like they just got shit on because they made jokes at people's expense. Like they were just like, I don't fucking care. But I feel like Dane Cook's the type of person who'd be like, hey, you can't joke about that anymore. And he'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I just won't joke about that anymore. I'm sorry. And then once that happens, like, your career's over, bud.
Johnny Bravo.
I say career's over. That man.
Oh my God,
that man
Aaron.
Is currently making...
Did you just?
What did Aaron just
I
do?
posted that picture of the Justice Friends, and he said Johnny
and he
Bravo.
said Johnny
right?
Bravo.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, he might be right though.
No, it's not.
Johnny Bravo does cross over with I think he crossed over with the Powerpuff Girls at one point.
Yeah, but I don't think. No, I'm gonna have to
Google it. I think he
Google
crossed over with Samurai Jack.
Was Johnny, or was Justice?
We're the Justice Friends in Johnny Bravo.
Dude, how good of a bard would a changeling be? It could just shift into anything.
It could be whatever you wanted it to be.
Damn.
It'd be like that. Scene from the X-Men spoof, where she's like, I can be anything you want, and then when she's like hooking up with a chick, and he's like, oh, bigger boobs, oh, bigger butt. It's like, oh, unibrow. Oh, I want your teeth to be messed up. I want you to big flabby grandma arse. She just turns into like this. Just. Oh my God, that was a funny scene.
No, I don't think. No, they don't ever cross. Now, Johnny Bravo might cross into Dexter's Lab or Powerpuff Girls, but they don't cross into Justice Friends.
Yeah.
I'm facepalming that reaction now, because...
That's what you get!
Aaron, if you're listening to this, it's okay. You were born in, 2006, so...
Yeah, how old is he? 12?
No.
That boy's
He's
young.
25. He's not that much younger than us.
I thought he was 23.
Is he 23? I thought he was 25. Maybe he is only 23. I don't know. Aaron, how old are you? Comment below.
But you're not gonna get that first comment. Daddy always gets the first comment. It's gonna be really upsetting if we get any level of notoriety, because then it'll be impossible for me to be the first comment all the time anymore.
Nah, man, we get notification when it comes out, so just fucking...
Right, but everybody gets a notification. Like, if we had, say, 100 subscribers, and they all had the bell notification thing, then they would all get that same notification. So then it would be whoever could click on the button the fastest. Sometimes I'm working, man.
That's true.
Right now we have very few subscribers. So I can guarantee that I'm gonna get the first comment. Like I'm always gonna be the first one there. You know, it's dope. If we get any sort of notoriety, that's not gonna be an option anymore, unless we can post it with already having a comment on there.
I mean, I always, with these episodes at least, I always let you know since it's posted because it doesn't take very long.
Yeah.
With our the campaign episode.
Yeah, that is just
I
whenever.
I load it up and then 10 hours later, hey, what's up, guys? I ain't keeping track of that. Though I am, probably tomorrow, I'm going to take Zero Session episode and split it into 2 or 3 episodes, just to make it easier listening.
I think that's the better way to go about it, is to break them up into smaller episodes.
Yeah, that's the plan for
algorithm
Sunday
really
as well. Is I'm gonna set a timer, and once it hits like 2 hours, because usually 2 hours can get cut down to like an hour and a half. I'd like to keep it to just over an hour. But once I hit that point, we'll stop and then start recording again.
Yeah.
So
I think that'll work out well.
And it'll make my life a little easier when it comes to editing. I don't have to spend 6 hours at the computer.
Edit it out in seconds. We should just start. We should just get rid of the whole editing process. Just live stream the whole thing.
Put it up there.
Let all the nonsense. Yeah, put it up there raw.
Oh god,
That's
it's
like
so rough.
A great Bard catchphrase, man.
I could do it where I record myself editing it and then just like fast forward.
Just record.
Because it's literally just me sitting here listening. Pause.
And then being like,
rewind. Stop. Cut.
It's a red
Play.
light.
Stop. Cut. Delete. And then press play. Or actually, I rewind it some more so I can listen to make sure it flows right. And then continue.
Yeah.
I re-listen to the whole thing.
Every time it gets posted, I watch the whole thing, like start to finish. I don't. I've thought about just like putting it on like random devices and then just letting it play with the device not connected. But I'm like, that feels cheap. You gotta actually view the view that I'm viewing, you know.
Just go to the Apple Store and put it on every fucking computer in there.
Just start going. Just go to the Apple Store, go to like the Walmart, Kmart, Target, all the display things. Just play it on all the computers, all the TVs.
Someone's gonna get
up to like
interested.
500. I always wondered, because like I feel like there's got to be someone out there that just has like 10,000 accounts, and you could just like be like, hey, here's $20, and then they give you 10,000 views. That's got to be a thing, right?
I think it is. I think it's kind of a frowned upon thing.
I don't care. I just want sponsorship dollars. I just want to sell out. Like, I don't even need to sell. Like, literally, someone could be like, "Hey, we'll buy your rights to this for like a chicken sandwich," and I'd be like, "Yeah, cool."
You see that?
Just so that I could say that, I could be like, "Yeah, I was on YouTube for a while, and then I sold out."
Our Zero Session episode was taken or marked for copyright.
Hell yes.
We were copyrighted?
Yeah.
Like we got a copyright strike?
No, like someone
or
claimed copyright on our video. Probably one of the YouTubers that I use their music for. Even though, I mean, it's probably just in case we ever make money from it, but
yeah.
I mean, I credited I put the fucking YouTube links for each person to use, so.
See, that's
now
what
we have all of our own music now, right? So we shouldn't need that.
For the most part, like battle scenes and stuff, I still use some of the different YouTube videos I might find, but like all our intro music, that's all like free stuff from like a place online, copyright free music, and then
it's in the public domain.
Our song, our little music background from Jenna. Hope I didn't butcher your name. Sorry if I did. I'm bad with names. I'm pretty sure it's Jenna though.
What we need is
Or
a
we
scandal.
find out that her name's been Macy this whole time. We do need a scandal, Ben.
We need to start D&D podcast beef.
No.
Yeah, we absolutely could, because like
Maybe not D&D pop, like Pathfinder or something.
Pathfinder beef. Let's
Yeah.
go with the Pathfinder. That shit's confusing
bro,
as
I'll
hell.
fucking fight a Pathfinder punch.
I'm gonna look up a Pathfinder podcast, and I'm gonna just write something super
Be
upset.
like, yo, you should hear what they said about you, and then post a link to our video.
Pathfinder is confusing
It'll
as
just
shit,
literally
though.
be all. I like 5e because it's simple. I get to roll my click clacks and then add numbers, and I'm done. Like, that's how things work. Like, Pathfinder is like, oh, did you add this modifier to this modifier, and then did you do this? Did you? I'm sure it's super simple if I took the time to learn it, but I don't play D&D because I want to learn things. I'm not a fucking nerd, you know?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
And like,
Is I don't want
Warhammer 40k. People keep telling me, like, every time I'm like, oh yeah, I play D&D. They're like, oh, have you tried Warhammer? And I'm like, no. Why would I do that? I see the Warhammer people. They have like 10,000 miniatures just to play a single fucking battle. Why would I want to put myself through that kind of financial burden?
Warhammer doesn't involve
You know?
like role playing. It's literally you're going to war with someone. You're moving your pieces and
Then what's
making
the
commands.
point?
That's some people
that
like
for?
that's what some people like to do. And I mean, power to them. Nothing against them.
Well, then I'll fight them.
I'm playing
Let's
this
start a beef with the
for
Warhammer
the
community.
story, for the drama, for the magic. Like that's what I'm in D&D for.
I'm in D&D so that I can make silly voices and people won't judge me. It's a great way to practice my voice acting.
People are judging you,
Found
they're
who
just
we're
not
fighting
saying it
with.
out loud.
What's that?
Some people
Found who we're fighting with. God,
Is that a-
dicks and puns. Pathfinder podcast. We're coming for you.
We're
Right.
fucking... I don't even know who they are. Fucking
Their
nobodies.
YouTube page.
I bet you they have way more subscribers than us, don't they?
Hold on. Do. Oh yeah. A lot more.
over us with
Like, how many is allowed?
Like,
100 more?
well, I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
it's
100,000.
numbers and a K after.
Oh, fuck them. Yeah, I'll fight them.
We're sitting
can't
over here
count
with
their
our 14
followers on
subscribers.
That's what we need to do. We need to just start mugging other famous YouTubers and podcasters. Like, catch them just, like, out and about. Like, they're just out in the grocery store. And I'll just, like, you know, give them the old 1-2. And then log into their phone while they're unconscious. And then, like, send them a shout-out from their social media to our channel.
If you're one of our followers, go home tonight, take your mom's phone, take your dad's phone, follow us on YouTube, and then don't tell anyone about it. We just need those fucking followers.
I think we need the views more than we need the follows.
Yeah,
Man.
follows and views. But hopefully,
Yeah, somebody find out how we can pay someone to just stream our shit all the time.
hopefully when I break these
I'll break the
episodes
laws.
down a
I
little
don't
bit,
care.
that'll help. But I was gonna say earlier, all you fucking rules lawyers that are gonna come at us for not doing stuff correctly or not doing a spell correctly or rolling or whatever, don't
Yeah,
fucking
are you my
care.
dungeon daddy? No, you're not. Are they? Are they? They're not my dungeon
No.
daddy. No, you're
No.
not my dungeon daddy.
That's me.
Yeah, dungeon daddy decides what is right. So when you say that I can't put Shield of Faith on one person 5 times, well, you're wrong because you're not the dungeon daddy. So, yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of.
I really did not like. Yeah.
See, I've heard first edition.
I read like literally one thing that said you can stack stuff on top of each other, and I was like, that's enough proof for me that you can stack Shield of Faith. Well, because it was like I just Googled it. I was like, can you stack Shield of Faith? And then like the you know, like when sometimes you Google stuff and you've got to click on like 4 or 5 links, and then other times Google is so confident that it just puts the answer up in bold. You know what I mean? And it did that. It was like, yes. As long as it's not, or like any spell that is an addition to your base stat can be stacked. And I was like, good enough for me. We're done here, you know? Then they made that rule that you can't cast. But I would argue that they're different spells, because if we're 5 different paladins of 5 different classes, worshipping 5 different gods, getting faithful shields from each of those individual gods. That's 5 different spells. I don't care what you say. Don't at me in the comments. I'll fight you. You can come to my house. I'll give you my address. I have a big fucking driveway. Plenty of space to tussle.
Add him in the comments. Start the drama.
Yeah, at me in the comments if you want to come to my house and fight me with your fists.
That's it. This is gonna be our first. So we got.
That's not even
fighting another podcast. This will be our first one.
We'll start by fighting our fans, then we'll fight our family, then we'll fight a nursing home, then we'll take on that podcast.
Damn. You take one side of the nursing home, I'll take the other side. Go room to room.
Oh no, I was just gonna put a light doorstop in front of the entrance, and then they'd never be able to get out. I win if they die, right? No, that's a terrible thing to say. Go ahead and edit that one out. That was a bad joke.
There's no.
That was a great joke.
I don't edit at this point. We can't do this with video. If you see our faces, it's gonna look awful suspicious if it's just like it, and then cut, and then.
Nah, that's alright. You know what? I stand by it. If you kill your opponent in a fight, you win. Doesn't matter how you do it. If you gotta fight dirty, you fight dirty.
Dude, that's what I said to the IRS.
Yeah, and guess what? They didn't audit you.
Dude, I told them to send a champion to my house. They still haven't.
Oh my god. I would love more than most things for like me to actually get into a fight with some dude on the internet and then have him show up to my house and just have him be like a big beefy brolic dude. Because like I am 100% okay with getting the shit kicked out of me because I talk some shit on the internet. You know what I mean? But like, you gotta try. Like, don't think you're gonna come to my house and just like be like, I'm big and scary. Like, no, we're still gonna fight. I don't care. Like, I see things on like Facebook and stuff where like, was it like recently? Like, there was a cop or something that was like posted a video of him in the gym, like hitting a bag, and he's like, "Yeah, you don't understand how hard I'll fight anybody," or something like that. And then like 2 days later, he had like 100 people challenge him to a fight, and he was like, "Guys, not that serious. Like, I wouldn't even be in." And I'm like, I don't understand that logic. Like, you don't get to put it out there like, I'll fight anybody, and then get mad when Mike Tyson's like, "Yo, we're fighting." You know, you gotta fight Mike Tyson. That's just how it goes.
Would you fight Mike Tyson right now for 50,000 views?
I'd fight Mike Tyson right now just to say I fought Mike Tyson.
Just to say you got knocked out by Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson will.
You don't know that he would knock me out. He's quick. He's a monster. I got a really thick skull. He might beat me into like a bloody smear on the carpet, but I'll remember all of it.
This is unrelated, well, it's related, but I was listening to him on Joe Rogan, and he was talking, like, he brought it up so casually about how he gets aroused by the thought of beating a man to death. And Joe Rogan just looked at him so confused.
I get it. I mean, I'm not saying that I get aroused by the thought of beating a man to death. Definitely don't.
With the Mike Tyson, like, stutter, it was so off-putting.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I grew up fighting a lot, and you learn to enjoy it, you know? Like, when you haven't been in a lot of fights, fighting it's scary, it's daunting. You get that, you know, feeling in the pit of your stomach, your palms get sweaty, you get worried, but like after you've been punched in the face like 100 times, like after that you're just kind of excited about it, you know?
I'm talking about Gladiator Academy, man.
Yeah. Is that a Bard Academy?
Nah. That's just growing up getting beat up.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that's what they called it.
I was gonna say...
I just called it growing up.
I was about to say, be like, so, yeah, about that class, Bards, because...
Yeah, we do need to get back on topic.
Yeah, fuck it. If you were a Bard subclass, AJ, what would you be?
If I was a Bard subclass?
Yes.
I don't know enough about Bard subclasses. Like, that's why I said it before the episode started. This was going to be a Ben heavy episode. But Ben decided to be, what is College of Whispers? That sounds fun. Oh, dude, has anyone ever seen A Knight's Tale?
Yes.
Yeah.
That That guy is what I imagine when I fucking think of a bard.
What, Heath Ledger?
His announcer? No,
Oh.
not Heath Ledger. His announcer that would like announce every fight, and he'd be I can't remember his name. Can't remember the name. I just remember he's like, I'm the lily among the thorns, and I'm like, that's beautiful. Every word that came out of that man's mouth, gorgeous. It's the same guy that plays Vision.
That plays who?
Plays Vision. Yeah, right. I can't think of his name. He plays Vision in Marvel.
Oh. Okay.
That's the only other thing I can think of him from. So let's...
Comment below if you know who it is.
Comment below just to comment below. We need it.
Yeah. Get us in that algorithm, whatever that means.
Is there like a storytelling bard?
I think so. There's like 50 million colleges.
Lore.
Well, yeah, it's
so
just like real life.
Bard College of Lore. Well, that's like scholarly tomes and peasant tales. I guess that.
College of Creation. I feel like College of Creation. Just because I am a builder, I make things from not things. So if there's a bard class where I can do that and still seduce a waitress, I'm into it. Ability checks, attack rolls, performance of creation. Also, third level as an action. You can channel the magic of your song. Create one non-magical item of your choice in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you. The item must appear on the surface or in a liquid that can support it. GP value of the item can't be more than 20 times your bard level, and the item must be medium or smaller. The item glimmers softly, and a creature can faintly hear music when touching it. The created item disappears after a number of hours equal to your proficiency bonus. For example, the items you can create from the place. So what you're telling me is like, what is it? The gold value of the item can't be more than 20 times your bard level. So at like level 3, I can make something worth 60 gold, sell it, and then just ski-daddle, and then it disappears, and then I just don't deal with those people ever again.
Dude, I think one of my favorites is
Traveling Salesman Bard, dude. There it is.
Vacuum Salesman. College of Barbarism or something, where everything within 30 feet of you essentially becomes a barbarian. It just makes everyone around you rage. Awesome. I can't believe I didn't make this my character.
So there's 4 different colleges of storytelling that were made by other people, homebrews.
I think I would definitely be College of the Open Bar.
Dude, there's so in the D&D wiki, where is it? College of the Barkeep. At 6th level, you get the feat Force Feeder. While grappled with another creature, you can use your action to attempt to force that creature to drink one of your concoctions. You must succeed a strength save or gain the effects of the drink, if the drink is confused, the grapple is broken, and now you must succeed a strength save versus your strength check or gain the effects of any drink you wish. The drink is consumed, and then the grapple is broken.
So that bard just rupees people? Because it's
essentially what that is.
That's a real quick way to get canceled.
Because at 3rd level, when you choose a subclass, you gain the ability to brew drinks that boost the party members and yourself in and out of battle. When taking a long rest, you can craft a number of drinks equal to your charisma modifier -1. This takes up 2 hours of downtime. You can hold 6 drinks at a time with no repercussions. However, if you hold over that and you fail a dex save, you roll a d6, and then that's how many drinks you break.
So you just go on beer runs?
Essentially.
That That would work really well if you had a high elf where you only have to rest half as much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Because then every time we take a long rest, you've got like 4 hours of downtime where you can just craft up these fancy brews. And then we would just have steroids for every fight.
Ooh, you want to hear the brew
Oh
list of the different brews that you can make?
Oh, yes.
So,
Yeah.
Scarlet Strike. A dark red liquid with quite bitter kick, dealing 1d4 damage plus charisma modifier. It will immediately wake up any sleeping creature. And then as you gain levels, it gets stronger. And then there's the Ginger Touch, a spicy, bright yellow liquid. Upon consumption, you heal 1d6 plus charisma modifier. However, it makes the drinker have disadvantage on wisdom saves for 1 minute. Nectar Drop, a green, thin, and sweet liquid. Upon consumption, your speed increases by 10 feet for a number of minutes equal to your charisma modifier. However, you will suffer a level of exhaustion. Maple's Light, a thick hazelnut-colored liquid. For the duration, you give off a bright light for 60 feet and dim light for another 60 feet. Targets within 5 feet will have the blind effect. However, targets 10 to 60 feet will have advantage on attack rolls on you. And then Rooted Strength, which is a white milky drink. For the duration, you are immune to being knocked prone, grappled, restrained, or shoved. However, you auto-fail dex saves. Antidote, oil-like clear liquid, when consumed, expels lasting effects from drinks or effects yet to come. At level 20, it can clear status effects at a level of exhaustion as well. Goldenrod Juice, which is a dense golden liquid. For the duration, you gain resistance to fire, force, lightning, bludgeoning, and piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical equipment. However, your weight is multiplied by 50, and you lose the ability to jump. Jesus.
So it basically turns you into like a solid gold.
Yeah, you're a piece of rock. You're a boulder.
It turns you into a keg.
That would be fine for my character. Although I don't think it would work great for anything around me. Because imagine, so my dude's like 800 pounds. And then you multiply that by 50. And that's collapsing floor levels of weight.
You'd be great to hide behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
You ain't going anywhere.
Like, not only could you not hit me, but when you do hit me, you're barely hurting me. You know what I mean?
The last one is called Flaming Fury. It's a bright pink salty liquid. For the duration, which is minutes equal to your charisma modifier. You gain advantage on strength checks and saves. Additionally, you catch on fire, glowing pink with flames. Creatures that end their turn within 10 feet of you take 4d6 fire damage and 8d6 at 5 feet. Jesus. Creatures that make a melee attack against you take 12d6 fire damage. If a creature attempts to grapple you or you grapple a creature, it takes 20d6 fire damage. Each turn started grappled. Being completely submerged does not put out the fire. You are immune to the fire for the duration. However, once the duration is up, the fire does not leave, and you will take 20d8 fire damage at the end of each turn until the antidote is consumed. Creatures immune to fire damage take only half. That's immune, not resistant. Immune. And creatures with resistance take full. Gear equipped during this is destroyed, including metal weapons, unless enchanted. After the effects ends, roll a Constitution save of 25. On a fail, your stats drop to 0 and your AC is 1 to 1 for 1 minute. Or no, your AC is 1 for 1 minute. Jesus.
I like the kamikaze of it.
That's essentially what it is.
That's literally what it is.
It's like, I'm gonna fuck everyone up around me, but as soon as I'm done, I'm dead.
Just imagine, like, you see a character start to, like, take their clothes off and, like, neatly fold them, and you're like, what's going on? And the monsters are all watching, and then once he's completely nude, he just pulls out this bottle, fucking chugs it, and just starts charging towards them.
And the crazy part,
bursting into
too,
flames.
is it says anything on you, unless it's magically resistant, is destroyed, so you can't even carry the antidote. You have to have someone else hold the antidote for you and give it and toss it to you.
Well, I'd imagine that the antidote is magical. So that wouldn't be destroyed.
I don't know if it. I don't think so because they're not like they don't take spell slots or anything when you use them. It just takes an action to drink it.
Right, but like a potion of flying is still technically a magical item.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Because the which one? It's the
Get a +1 glass bottle.
Just imagine everyone drawing straws, and whoever draws the short straw gets doused in gasoline and kicked towards the enemy.
Oh, dude, I would drink it every single time. Because my guy doesn't have to wear armor because of the shell. You know what I mean?
And then you find out a lot of spell slots to bring you back.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So I could go. So my turtle could go in, right? I would have to drop my weapons, but then I could go in just in my shell, take out everything, and then I have fire resistance. So of the 20d8 becomes 10d8.
No. It says if you are immune to fire, you only take half. If you're resistance, you still take full.
That's them taking my fire damage against me. Me afterwards, I'm just regular on fire.
No.
No? Okay. Well, still, that just makes sure I have the antidote on me.
Because it doesn't say. It says you are. It says you are immune to the fire for the duration. However, once the duration ends, you take 20d8 fire damage. If you're immune, you take half. If you're resistant, you still take full. So you would have to be a dragon to take.
That's a lot of damage.
No, not even because dragons still take only. They're only resistance to fire if they're dragon or fire type. So.
I think it's just fire elementals that are immune.
Yeah. That's crazy though.
That is a lot of damage.
An insane amount of damage.
That's like suicide bomber damage. Like you're going in to fight the big bad evil guy at the very end. You're like, all right, guys, it's nice knowing you. Try to throw this to me when I'm done, and you walk out there and you just
boof.
That's crazy.
What happened to the giant turtle? Well, he lit himself on fire and exploded.
Well.
It's alright. You guys could just hit me with Revivify afterwards. It'll be fine.
I don't know, man.
Your body would have to not be on fire anymore.
Oh yeah, you can just put me out. So give me the antidote when I die. Obviously, I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? Then as soon as I'm done dying, you give me the antidote.
Yeah, but the thing is, anyone that gets within 10 feet of you starts taking fire damage. The closer they get, the more damage they start taking.
All right, well, someone's gonna have to take one for the team. All right,
yeah,
it's not up to
you.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, I think probably wrap it up here. Just hit over an hour.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, that did not feel like it's been that long at all, guys.
Well, this was
AJ,
better than our last attempt. Fun fact, drinking half a bottle of whiskey in one cold swoop does not bode well for the rest of the night.
I held it together great, all right? And I finished that entire bottle of whiskey within, like, the next hour or so. I was just really sweating. That was pretty much the only problem. But I held it together just fine. I wasn't just, like, a mess all over the place.
I really wish I would have had the right part of the screen on, so I could at least, like, at the end of this episode, put the screenshot of you just chugging the...
Yeah. Even if it was, like, even if you didn't have the full thing, just having, like, a photo of me just tipping it back.
That look of disappointment when she said...
When I realized, my heart dropped.
Like, what?
I looked over and I was like, oh no. Like that fucking TikTok. I was like, oh no. No, Jesus.
It's like that classic thing you see in like movies where they're like, oh, did you get that? And it's like, oh, I left the lens on the camera. Fuck.
That's exactly what it was. It was guys, I got some bad news.
Well, that was the thing. I was 100% ready when she was like, I didn't get that on camera. I was 100% ready to chug the entire rest of that bottle on camera, just so that we'd have the video of it. But all I needed was literally any of you to be like, yeah, do it. But literally everyone was like, you will die.
Yeah, don't. We don't want you to die.
I would have done it. I would have absolutely done it. I just needed one person to say to do it. That's it. I'm like, it's like my one weakness. If I was a superhero, it'd be like my one weakness. I'll do anything if you chant my name 3 times. You know what I mean?
Some Beetlejuice shit.
It's my character flaw.
Beetlejuice.
Hey, AJ, I'm allowed to bring an advisor to some of my interviews on Monday. Do you want to be my advisor and sit in on my Zoom meeting?
Absolutely. What do I do as an advisor? Do I just like...
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing.
So wait, is this like a Zoom meeting to like look at the college, or are you meeting with someone?
No, this is like my legit interview for the college.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll be your advisor if you need me to be an advisor.
Oh, yeah, man.
I absolutely got your back on that. I'll put a suit on and I'll just sit there with my notepad and I'll just, every once in a while, just kind of make a look in the camera and then
just
write
shake your head
something
and
down.
say, no. I'll tell my actual advisor to kick rocks. I got a new one.
Oh, you get, like, say they give you an advisor?
No, I have one for like the fucking contract I signed for my scholarship. Yeah, I got a new one.
I can't give you a scholarship, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, man, you got a jar of coins or something in your house? We'll just turn that into a coin star.
Just hit it up in a coin star. No, I did surprisingly find a large stack of cash in my closet that I forgot was there.
Did it go to the Ben Scholarship Fund?
It did not.
Oh, wow.
It was going to go to the Get the Caprice to Run Better Fund, but my wife said no. It's got to go back there so that we have cash in case we need cash for something. And I was like, that makes sense, but my thing's way cooler.
That is true.
When we get that, when I get the Caprice to run right, I feel like we all gotta get together and just go do donuts in a parking lot somewhere and just have a great time. We'll record the whole thing and we'll post it. The like Baaaahnter Turbo or something.
Don't do this at home, kids. All right.
Definitely do not buy old rusty cars. If I could give anyone any advice, don't do it. You're only gonna hurt yourself. It's the best decision I've ever made.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, Goat Gang, and come into our session here where we talked about Bards and a bunch of other
We kind of talked about Bards.
That's what usually happens.
Beef.
I think next time I'll start doing research so I have something to talk about. Because like the Paladin episode was professional because I know Paladin's got that down pat.
Well,
Everything beyond that, I'm just kind of like, those exist.
Let's right now let our viewers know what our next topic is going to be, shall we? Let's see. Switch topics.
If it's CR9 monsters, we're getting drunk again, AJ.
We got to. We have to. That's the rule. Every time we land on CR9 monsters, we got to get drunk until we get an episode that's halfway decent.
CR9 bottles of whiskey.
No. It is a round of applause that you guys probably don't hear, but the viewers will. We are going to be talking about half-elves.
Half-elves!
So we got a race next time. So please join us again next week when we talk about the half-elf race.
Yeah. And we got to figure out who's the mom and who's the dad.
No.
You know what? I'll ask these questions. Yep. I'll ask these questions.
We'll save the questions for next time. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.